Hey everybody, it's Dave Dugdale, learningvideo.com. So this is going to be a part one of these two batteries that I'm comparing, the genuine Sony as well as the Watson. Now, I'll do a part two. I want to do it maybe in 6 months from now, maybe 3 to 6 months, and see how they're still doing. Because you never know. After many discharges, maybe one's not going to work so well. So what I want to do really quickly is explain why I'm looking at these is because I have a Showdown, and typically if you use a smaller battery, it doesn't last very long, not long enough. And I just got one of these new Edge Light technology LEDs in, and it also accepts these type of batteries, just locks in place really nice. Also has a V-lock, but I want to be able to interchange it between the Sony and this, so I wanted to go down this road. So the genuine Sony comes in at like $124 on B&H. This one's half the cost, coming in at $59 or pretty much $60, so half the cost. Now if you look at the specs of these two, they're not quite equal. Really quick, the Sony is at NP-F970, and this one is pretty much the same part number except for a 5 at the end. So what does that mean? They're both lithium ion, I believe, packs. This one has 7.4 volts, 7,800 milliamps, 57 watt hours, whereas this one's 7.2 volts, 6,300 milliamps, and 45 watt hours. So technically this Sony has lesser specs, I guess you could say, and is twice the amount of money. So I've tested both of them, and pretty much I've let them discharge and charge maybe only just a few times. I haven't like used them repeatedly over and over again. So these aren't going to be the best tests. That's why I say this is kind of part one. Part two will come in, like I said, in about 6 months, and we'll see how they're still doing. And what I want to ask you guys too is if you have a favorite Sony brand or third party, if there's something else I should test against the Watson, because basically I'm going to tell you right now, the Watson won handily. The first time lapse I want to show you is the Watson. And it came in at 3 hours and 47 minutes on the Showdown, which I thought was pretty darn good. Now the genuine Sony came in at 3 hours and 9 minutes. So the Watson almost beat it by a half hour, which is pretty amazing. And usually a lot of these tests that you see people do, it's usually always the genuine battery comes in first, and then it's always by a knockoff like a Wasabi or something like that comes in second. But I was pretty impressed by this, especially since it's half the price. But again, this particular one, the Watson, has a lot of great reviews on B&H, and they've been selling it for quite a while. There was a few reviews that talked about the pins coming out. I haven't seen that yet. They look like they're pretty well in there. I'll show you a time lapse of actually this particular light. You can see it's on full power. And actually what's cool about this light, it's bicolor. So there's, so I don't know if you can see my hand. Yeah, you can see it. You can go blue or warm. So that's pretty much it. Again, I'll probably, if you've been watching this in the future and it's 6 months from now, I'll put a link below on part two of this, but I'm gonna go ahead and send the Sony back, and I'm gonna buy two, I don't know, maybe even 3 of these Watsons and see how they do over like a 6 month period. All right, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.